Hey everyone, it's Sonar Wave, and I thought in honour of the recent reveals I'd review Earthrise Starscream, who I've had a week, maybe two, and been playing with him, getting familiar with his transformation, and I absolutely love him in this form. I don't have the classic Starscream or the masterpiece Starscream, so to be able to have this version of him, I'm very excited for it. I've got masterpiece Skywarp and Thundercracker, so eventually I would like to get a masterpiece Starscream just to finish off that set. And speaking of TC and Skywarp, they were revealed to be the pair coming in the Seeker 2-pack in summer for America, I believe, which will be winter here in Australia. So I don't know much more than that, other than they're a Target exclusive in America. What that means for the rest of the world, I suppose we'll find out when the release date gets closer. And we also were informed we'd be getting a pair of Decepticon clones, Wingspan and Pounce, I believe they were. But for me, I'm excited that we got Starscream in this form, because as I said, I don't actually have this version of him at all, so I'm very glad that they decided to do this. It's an unfortunate side effect of any jet formers, unfortunately, but they do the best they can, and that's all we can really ask for. But overall, I think he looks absolutely amazing, very much like he appears in the G1 cartoon. If you hear any noise in the background, I apologise. That is my cat Jazz, who lives to cause mischief, just like the Autobot he's named after. So if you hear any racket, that's just him. He's a year old, so he's still very young. And as you can see, Star does come with his trusty null rays, which he's either trying to shoot Megatron with, or trying to shoot, I think it's Skywarp, regularly gets threatened with it. But then again, Skywarp's usually ticking him off, so you kind of ask for it. Transforming him is actually relatively easy. Once I got the hang of it, it became pretty easy to do. You do want to be careful when you when you're doing this, because the wings can pop off rather easily. So just be careful with that. You just want to wriggle them off gently and then turn them. And you come around here. Ideally, you'd probably want to get the legs done first. So you flip up the crotch plate, the crotchular plate, as I believe MGO likes to say. Pull down what will become his knees, and you just want to gently tug them out. Separate. Now, some people actually fold out the feet first. I prefer to do this. You take this part here, fold that in, then you just turn it like that, and repeat on the other side, and then you fold the feet out, so like that, and there. Put his crotch plate back down so he's not flashing everyone. And there is the bottom half of Starscream. Now this part can be a bit awkward. Just be careful when you're pulling this apart. Pull it back like that. You want to flip the arms out like so. You're going to tip this forward. And then you're going to turn it around like that. And break here. So that comes back. And oh look, there's Starscream with his smirking head. And this part will become his chest plate as well. So you want to line his arms up. There's I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a groove down there, which this section will slide into. And you want to make sure that you've got his arms lined up as well, so that when you bring it all together, it all fits together nice and squozen. You just tilt his rest of his cockpit back. And the arms are easy enough to do. You just want to... Of course it doesn't want to work now because I'm on camera. But they do... There we go. They come apart like so. You just want to wriggle it down a little so it's extended. And fold it back down. And repeat. And you want to give him his trusty Earthrise. And there you have Starscream in his robot mode. And I'll bring him closer. I don't know how well you can see, but he does actually come with a smirking face this time. So you don't have to worry about actually changing it like you did with the Siege version. And his eyes, they do actually glow a little if you can get the light in the right spot. But overall I think he looks awesome. As I said, I don't have a classic Starscream or a masterpiece one. The only comparison I can do is with his Siege version and with one of his masterpiece teammates as well. But I might say that for when I get the other two in the Earthrise line, and then hopefully by then I'll have masterpiece Starscream as well, and I'll be able to show off not just those two together but the Siege as well. I do have the Rainmakers slowly on their way to me. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get to Siege Skywarp, so I'm very excited to get my hands on Earthrise Skywarp when it comes out. Next month, hopefully, I should have quite a few other things, including the new Masterpiece Smokescreen. This will be the more cartoon accurate version that they've released, like they did with Wheeljack. So I should have him as well by next month at some point. But transforming him back is as easy it was to actually transform him. The hands do like to be little a-holes every once in a while. I forget to do this constantly. Remember to push this up because it'll make life a lot easier. So turn these back around and slot them back in like this, so that you can form his tail fins. Close his footsies up, and you're going to bring these forward. I push his arms out, I find it a lot easier. And you're going to push it up like this, so it connects at the back. Close that back up, and you're going to repeat on the other side. And these do slot in together, like so. And if you want, you can put the tail fins down now. Close that back up and put that back down. And here comes the fun part. These hands do not like to do what they're told. So you actually want to wriggle it until this grey bit pokes out, like that. And you're going to fold it all back up like that. Put it down, and then you're going to repeat on the other side. So wriggle and wriggle until the grey comes through. Put the hand back up and put down like so. Then you're going to try and separate this. Pull it forward. You bring this back up. Cover his head like so. Bring it forward. Turn. Then you're going to bring it back so it slots in like so. And you're going to fold his arms inward. Close that all back up. And again, you want to be gentle with the wings because they do come apart easily. So you're going to push that back down. Turn. And see? Comes off very easily, but thankfully they go back on just as easily as they pop off. Very gently. And as you can see, you've got 4 ports for his weapons, so you can have them sticking out that way. But I prefer this way. But that's just me. You are welcome to display them however you like. I could even stick something on here if you wanted. Battle Master or anything like that. I don't know if they're blast compatible. I don't have any of my effects with me at the moment. But and then as you can see, you can put them in here. Plug them in there. You could plug them back into his arms. So you can, there's a few options. You can bend the wings. Why, I don't know, but there you go. But overall, I love him, and he's well worth getting if you don't have the Classics mold or the Masterpiece mold. Definitely try and pick him up. He's out now. For those in Australia, I picked him up at Kmart. They are starting to pop up everywhere else. Kmart and Target are your best bets to try and find Starscream and Grapple, definitely. But yeah, definitely Kmart and Target are your best bets for trying to find this guy. Or there's always Big Bad Toy Store, or if I hadn't found him yet, I definitely would have gone to my friend Daniel, who sells Transformers. I definitely would have gone to him to pick one up. So that's all from me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.